I'm going to show you today how to write a equation for a table. So all of our tables are going to be in the format of y equals mx plus b. M is going to be our slope, and then b is going to be our y-intercept. So we're going to use our table to help us write the equation. So the first thing we're going to hit on our calculator is stat, and then we're going to hit enter. And so in our table, we're going to input our x and y values. Our x values are going to go in L1. Our y values are going to go in L2. We do not have to enter in all the x and y values. We just need to enter in 2. It doesn't matter what 2 you pick. You can pick any 2. So I'm going to do the 2 at the end. So the first 2 values are going to be 4 and 6. So I am in L1. So I already have numbers here, so we're going to enter them in on top of the other numbers. So I'm going to press 4, enter, 6, enter. I'm going to arrow to the other side, and then I'm going to enter my y values in an L2. So I have 16, enter, 22, enter. So I can pick any 2 points listed. I am making sure my x values go in L1, my y values go in L2. So next, we're going to hit stat again. This time we're going to arrow over to calc, and then we're going to press number 4, which is called linear regression. This is going to create a table, give us our equation for our table. So here's what it looks like. We're going to press enter till we get all the way to calculate, and then it gives us our A and a B. So our A is the same thing as our M, and then our B is still our B. So for this graph, we have y equals, so A is going to be 3, so it'd be 3x, and then since the 4 is positive, it will be plus 4. All right, so let's try another one. So staying on this screen, if you hit stat and then enter, so there's my table that I created on the last one. So we're going to pick 2 points. So I'm going to pick the 2 at the beginning. Any 2 points as long as they are side by side. So again, my x values go in L1. My y values are going to go in L2. So I'm going to enter in 2, enter, 4, enter. So I have 2 and 4, and then I then put 5 and 9. I have to put the 5 first because 2 and 5 are a point, and so those have to go together. So we have 5, enter, 9, enter. And then from here, we're going to hit stat, arrow over to calc, and then hit number 4, and then press enter. And so this time we have 2 and 1. So we have y equals 2x, and then the 1 is going to be plus 1. All right, so let's try another one. So we have stat, enter. I'm going to pick these 2. So again, just 2, any 2. My x values are going to go in L1. So I'm going to arrow over to L1. I have 0, enter, 5, enter. And then the other side, I have -1, enter, -11, enter. And once I have them entered, we're going to hit stat, arrow to calc, hit number 4 for linear regression. And you can actually press number 4. Don't have to worry about arrowing down number 4. Hit number 4 one time, and then hit enter for it to calculate. So for this one, we have -2 and -1. So I have y equals -2x, and then the -1 will represent a -1. Okay, so let's try another one. So I'm going to choose the last 2 numbers. So stat, enter. So I have 3 and 5, and then -1 and +1. So I didn't have to change very too many numbers on this one. So 3 and 5, and then -1 and 1. So stat, calc, number 4, and then enter. So for this one, we have A is 1. So when A is 1, instead of putting 1x, for our linear function, we have to put x, just not 1x. We put 1x. That's the correct way to write it. and then -4 at the end. All right, so let's do one more. So we have stat, enter. Let's do these two. So I'm going to enter in this time -4, enter, 0, enter. So again, L1 is going to be for your x's, L2 is for your y's. -3, enter, -5, enter. So there are my points. We're going to go to stat, calculator, number 4 for linear regression, and then enter. So this one ends up giving me a decimal. So all the decimals that you'll see in your tables, you're going to have to change into a fraction. With our linear function, our slope has to be in fraction form, not a decimal, because it helps us to graph it when we have to graph the equation. So that 1/2 is going to turn into -1/2 x, and then we have -5.